Hello, and today, in this video, I will be seeing if I could beat Elden Ring as Yamamoto from Bleach. Let's get into this. I then pick the Samurai class as the starting class for the beginning of this run. Then, I then get access to leveling up via Melina, or whatever, I don't know how you say this stuff. I took a break, so I can't remember any of the names. Then I kill Yura, the Hunter of Bloody Fingers, which gives me the Nagakiba katana, which is my katana for this run. I then take out the Sleeping Dragon Grail for some runes, which I will need to use the Nagakiba because it has stats that I don't have. Then also kill this beetle, which gives me the Ash of War Flame Strike, which is my main Ash of War for this run. Now, it is time for the first fight against Margit. Now, Margit in these runs, and especially with the Uchi Katana, is extremely easy. I just went in for bleeds, and of course I summoned Rougier, because you know it actually kind of makes the fight more difficult, because he doesn't do that much damage. He does take aggro, but it doesn't really matter because I just like he does barely any damage to me. Probably because I killed the dragon and got a bunch more health. I'm not sure what else to say. Fight was easy as always. Now it's time for the Godric fight. Now, one thing I did forget to mention in the previous part is that I will be only using the Ash of War on the Nagakiba as like a Bankai type of thing. So at the start I kept this pretty well. Near the end I think I kind of stopped doing it. But at the start of this, what I tried to do is I only used it in the second stage of the fight, because it does a lot of damage, and you're like, it's kind of cool, but like having like a banker or something. But other than that, let's get into the fight. Now, I just saw first phase went incredibly quick. Godric is easy, and I just go in for some stabs. I do surprisingly a lot of stance breaks. That's part because of the Nepheli's Ash of War. So, other than that, this fight was okay. I think I might have died once compared to my Margit's 0 times being killed.
I am the Lord of all that is golden, and one day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Now, we go over to Raya Lucaria, make our way through to the Red Wolf of Radagon, which shouldn't be a boss fight. This is a really easy fight, especially for old man Yama with his bald head looking ass. So basically, I hit that dog with some sword strikes and to say, "Who's your daddy?" because it's Big Man Yama. And I can tell you right now, this dog was not ready. He got absolutely destroyed. Probably because of his really low health. But this fight was, I've said it a lot, I'll say it again, the fight was really easy.
Swear for the mouse test like Wednesday. I'm here playing.
Now, it is time for Renala, and I'm just gonna skip the first phase completely because it's not hard at all, and there's no point in going over it whenever it's just the same thing over and over again. Now, it's time for second phase, and I'm doing a decent 500 damage per Ash of War skill. I'm doing a decent amount of slash damage. Now this boss doesn't really use, or doesn't really have that much defenses, only really for the magic, but since I'm using more of a faith type
Oh,
build,
why you summoning?
then it's gonna do more damage. So other than that, she's very easily staggerable.
Perfect.
Only tricky attack is whenever she throws her staff, I was about to say wand. But other than that, this fight was actually quite good.
Stalking! Stalking! Easy boss fight.
Now, it's time for Redan. Now, Redan is very tricky this time around for some reason, I don't know. I think it's because I didn't put enough into Vigor. But this guy absolutely destroyed me. Like, I wasn't doing nearly enough damage for me to take him out by myself. So, with the help of a couple of summons, this fight became a little bit more bearable. As you can see, I only did about 500 damage with an Ash of War. That's not enough. So, I had to just spam heavy attacks, pray for bleed. And I did stagger him. I was able to get a big heavy attack off on him. We did about 1,000 damage, I'd say. And then I was just able to keep on hacking at him until he eventually went down. I then went into Nokron to fight the Regal Ancestor Spirit, who, did you know, is very weak to fire. And old man Yama's about to beat it, his, hers. What is this thing? Is it a boy, girl? I don't see nothing down there, but let's just call it a net. Big man Yama is about to beat its ass. So, I do a decent bit of damage per my Ash of War to the big ancestor, and most of its attacks are quite easy to dodge. And if you've made it this far, you know, you might as well like, subscribe, and comment down below any other challenges you want me to do in games, including Elden Ring, Pokemon, and anything else I have. And this fight went easy. Look at it. I've only been hit a couple of times. I think I've been hit once. And well, that just went up now. But this fight was kind of easy, except for whenever they do the Healy thing, and I'm a little bit dumb, so I went up close and took a lot of damage, and it healed the fillet. So yeah, I did the fight.
Boss defeated. Boss defeated. You right there, Matthew? What the fuck was that? It's like a massive like
Now, it's time for Draconic Tree Sentinel.
For like 2 months.
Now this guy has a decent bit of fire resistance,
I actually told you this.
which is a wee bit over there. But I still do quite a decent bit of damage. So in this fight, his attacks are very delayed and
Raven Fraser above all.
very hard to dodge, especially whenever he gets the lightning attack out.
Fascinating about what to say to Ray for saying happy birthday.
And is, you know, some of his attacks, they go from very delayed to just immediately happening. So this is why a lot of people find this fight very tricky. But you're able to do a lot of damage and get a lot of charged R2s, as free charged R2s with the katana staggers him, then it lets you get another free hit off, as you cannot riposte him because he's on a horse.
I also needed your help with what to talk
I
about.
don't think I had a bleed yet. I think I got a bleed a little bit in. You can see me going for the bleed, but
Yeah,
it is
that's
quite hard whenever he gets into the lightning phase. But other than that, this fight I think went okay.
Grace, you've still got Rosa, and she like doesn't take a day to look at all your messages, so
Now we move on to Godfrey, which, you know, has always not really been hard but a wee bit annoying. It is just the first stage of the other Godfrey fight, except with no Earth Shatter. But it cannot be Blade, so arguably it is harder than that first phase, as most of my builds have Blade in them. I think I'm probably going to get to the point where I don't need to use these bleed builds anymore. I'm going to try and do some other stuff. But next video planned is going to be Toshiro from Bleach. I've been doing a lot of Bleach characters recently. I'm probably going to do some Naruto characters, Demon Slayer characters as well, as the new series coming out. So yeah, this fight went pretty decent. I think I only died a couple times. Now it's time for Morgoth. I actually got that put in the shirt. Now it's time. Because I think I've said that for literally every single one. But Morgoth, I do summon Melina, I don't know, I can't remember. But this is quite a hard fight. Although it is very doable, judging by how I did it. I used a bunch of charged R2s. And Melina, even though he has a very high holy damage resistance, is able to do a lot of damage with her holy damage. I do really want to use a holy build one time. I think it'd be very fun. I need to find a character who would do that, so comment down below a character who would use holy damage, please, and thank you. So now my sword is doing 700 damage per Ash of War, which, you know, is pretty good. He did dodge most of her attacks, except for one, which is really strong. And yeah, this fight went pretty good. And I hope you enjoyed the video so far. About halfway through. So if you want to take a break here, go get some popcorn and enjoy the rest of the show. No. Time time for Fire Giant. Now, Fire Giant is a fight, since I use fire damage mostly, and I'm also a tiny bit special needs, acoustic, autistic, whatever you want to say. I really struggled on this fight. It took over 10 attempts, which is 10 too many for a Fire Giant fight. And nah, this fight was awful. I hate it. And in the DLC, there is another Fire Giant-esque fight. Yay! I'm so excited to play that on the 21st of June 2024, which you will definitely not see me make a video on. Wink wink, nudge nudge, stay tuned. Anyway, I just hacked at his, weak spot. Got a couple bleeds off, got a couple staggers. Like that. Which, the bleed really does help in this fight. So, in the end, I thought first phase went well, second phase went as bad as always, which is awful. Then we make our way to the crumbling Farmazilla, go through all that, and also trading the Fire Giant thing for Burn O Flame, which is kind of like the pillars he has. I'm not sure if that's his Shikai, but he does that in the Katakura turn arc against Aizen, and then obviously gets bodied by the other guy. But anyway, it's pretty good. I do pretty good damage. I summon Bernal as always, because because he's overpowered. He does more than me in this fight, so that's a W. I always go him against the Apostle because that's probably the easier one for him. This one has the roll, which is very annoying to a lot of people, not really to me, as you can just stand on the pedestals. I'm also only one-handing the sword, which in hindsight I shouldn't do, because that's less damage, pretty sure. It's not like I'm going to use this. And I can see in the background that Bernal's getting absolutely bodied by the Apostle, but he should be able to take it out. Bernal then also heals, which shows why he's the best summon in the game. And I finally get the Noble to half HP. And I almost fumble, and he goes for Bernal for some reason, which is great. I then bring out Burn O Flame, which does a good bit of damage for the Noble, as well as higher fire resistance. And we both take out the Noble, and we wash, rinse, repeat that entire thing. And now, time for one of the most, I don't want to say misunderstood fights, but misunderstood fights. Malakath. Now, I've said this once and I'll say it again. First phase is a lot harder than any of the other phases. Well, he only has one other phase, but you know what I mean. I don't know, it might just be it's hard for me to get up close. But for Malakath, there's a lot of openings that I can like get into. So whenever I get through Beast Clergyman, it's basically okay, unless I make a mistake, which you know I sometimes do. But Beast Clergyman is the one that we're on now, so I just charge up some R2s, and when he does that rock move, I suddenly become autistic and a spastic. I just can't move, like I'm in a wheelchair or paraplegic. I've got every single disability possible now. So, I really struggled on the Beast Clergyman fight. I've basically just taken off all my flasks, except for like 2. Even then, the Malakath fight isn't that difficult, because he has a lot of openings. After you fight him a lot, you understand. Beast Clergyman, I don't know why, I just don't understand it, but I just don't. But this fight, I think, went pretty well in about 5 attempts, I would say.
To kill what?
Now, for once, I actually found Gideon kind of hard. I don't know why, but this guy just sometimes is very hard to fight. Though I did get into a rhythm with the Nagakiba, I'm just able to hit just one attack over and over and over again until I get him to his healing phase. And I just do the same thing over and over and over again. Just beam on him. I almost died here. I was having a heart attack. Needed to heal, but I was able to take him out. No. Finally. Before I go any further, this is the last battle, so make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you enjoyed. And give me some more suggestions, please. Now, the Godfrey fight. First phase went as good as you could imagine. I do pretty decent damage. I don't really use my spell much, but I do go in for a lot of heavy attacks, try and get the stagger off. In this first phase he takes a lot more hits, but in the second phase he loses armor and takes more damage. I think it's about like 50% more. I don't know, I don't want to give some false information. You see how that guy turned? That ain't possible. That is not possible. Now, first phase basically goes pretty well. Now then for the second phase goes a lot easier. I feel like first phase I lose most of my flasks, but second phase I'm able to just relax a bit, and then I'm trying to find the word, relax a bit, and ultimately take him down. So remember, as I said before, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, comment down below any suggestions, and I'll see y'all next time.